Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Athena News. Today, we're lucky to have Socrates with us for a brief interview. We're in the late 5th century BC, and I'm sure you all know him, but just to make sure, he's an Athenian philosopher often credited as one of the founders of Western philosophy. So, Socrates, good morning. Oh, well, I guess that Plato was right when he wrote that you were ugly.
You should emphasize the importance of the mind over the unimportance of the human body, Anna.
You're right, Socrates. I didn't mean to offend you. So, let's get started. Why did you decide to dedicate your life to philosophy?
Because philosophy can achieve important practical results for politics and the greater well-being of society.
Can you please expand on that? In what way can philosophical discourses improve the well-being of society?
I guess we all know that human choices are motivated by a desire for happiness. Ultimate wisdom comes from knowing oneself. The more a person knows, the greater his or her ability to make choices that will bring true happiness.
What does this have to do with politics?
See, governments work best when ruled by individuals who have the greatest ability, knowledge, and virtue, and also possess a complete understanding of themselves.
Socrates, it seems like you have the perfect answer for everything. May I ask you why you never wrote anything down?
Because writing, as a method of inquiring, is inferior to dialogue.
Some say you're a teacher, but more than teaching, you're often seen around Athens asking questions to people. Can you explain why?
Well, for me, Athens is a classroom, and I go around asking questions because I seek to arrive at political and ethical truths. I don't lecture about what I know. In fact, I am ignorant, but also wise.
Can you be ignorant and wise at the same time?
My wisdom consists in knowing that I know nothing.
You seem to be famous for your Socratic method. Can you explain us what it is?
I ask questions with a dialectic method, which pushes the audience to think through a problem and to come up with the logical conclusion. My hope is to stimulate critical thinking. Sometimes the answers seem obvious and people think I'm foolish.
Perhaps that's why some admire and some others hate your method. I heard that some Athenians felt that you're threatening their way of life and ideals. Didn't you think of holding your tongue and stop teaching?
I have a moral responsibility to always speak the truth, something I do when I teach. Hear me well. Examining myself and others is the greatest good. The unexamined life is not even worth living.
But now your enemies are accusing you of causing young people to rebel, and you went to trial. You must have won, right?
No.
No? And how did it go then?
Rather than presenting myself as wrongly accused, I declared I fulfilled an important role. After all, I provided a great service to my community by questioning and challenging the status quo. The jury didn't like my defense and my tone, I suppose.
What happened next? Please go on.
I didn't like their proposal to be exiled, and instead suggested that I should be honored by the city for, my contribution to their enlightenment, and to be paid indeed for my services. Again, the jury was not amused.
Tell me, what was the punishment then?
Death.
Oh, what would you say to those who accused you?
They think that killing men is a solution, but they are mistaken. Killing is not a way of escape which is either possible or honorable. The noblest way is not to be disabling others, but to be improving yourselves.
Did death scare you?
No. No reason to be scared of death. Death is a good thing. If in death there is no consciousness, but undisturbed sleep, that will be a gain. And if that is a journey into another world, then what's greater than this? I may even be able to speak with Homer and ancient heroes. And I will also be able to continue my search into truth, as in this world, so also in the next. Above all, believe it or not, in another world, they do not put an end to death for asking questions.
Socrates, I'm sorry to ask you this, but how did you die?
I drank a poison called hemlock.
Wait a second. If you drank that poison and died, how am I interviewing you?
Was this a dream?